The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, now welcome everyone. How you doing? This is Neil Gren again with you here from iTrader.com. Just want to do a technical check, see that you can hear my voice and see the screen. I would like to welcome you guys joining us from GoToWebinar. And of course, you guys on Facebook on our homepage at iTrader.com. So welcome to the weekly webinar. Usually we're doing it on the Wednesdays, but I've decided to start this week and maybe so on to do it on Tuesday because today I wanted to talk about trend trading, and I've decided at the last minute to change it and to talk about the big event that we have, the Apple event today. Okay, I don't know if you know, there's a huge event today. It's going to take place in about a 1 hour and a half from now. We're talking about 5 p.m. GMT time. The Apple event, the 10th anniversary, and the iPhone 8 release. So this is the webinar we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about Apple today. Uh, just if you guys can go to webinar, just you have a chat window. By the way, if you have any questions during the webinar, more than welcome to ask me. Just write me down the chat window that I can see that you can hear my voice and see the screen. Of course, you guys through the Facebook page, more than welcome to join us to go to webinar. All you have to do is just go to our homepage, as you can see here on iTrader.com. Scroll down, and you can click here on join a webinar, save me a seat, put in your first name, last name, and your email address. Of course, it's for free. Okay, I'm doing it once a week. Used to do it every Wednesday. Now we're gonna do it on Tuesdays. Talking about the events that are taking place at the same week. You can go through here through news, webinars, and so on, and join us. Of course, this is a free service that we give you as our customers, and that's it. Okay, so everybody's ready. Can we start? Everybody can hear my voice, see the screen? We good? Okay. Let's talk Apple, huh? Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the Apple event. Apple event. All right. So Apple event will take place this Tuesday, which is today at 5 p.m. GMT time. We're talking about less than 1 hour and a half from now. Okay, live broadcast on Apple keynote. I put down here you can write it down, www.apple.com, Apple event September 2017, a link. Okay, if you click on that, you will get to the event itself and you can see it live. I think only through Macs. I don't know if it through a PC, but you can try it. Now, this event is considered the biggest one in the past 10 years. Okay, the first iPhone was released 10 years ago, and iPhone 1, and now we're expecting iPhone 8, iPhone 8X. I think it's going to be the first time we're going to have iPhone X. We had S so far and Plus and so on. So a new iPhone will be presented today. Of course, first iPhone was released in 2007, 10 years from now, by Steve Jobs. Everybody remembers Steve Jobs, founder of Apple. This new iPhone will be presented in the new Steve Jobs Theater. Okay, you can watch it live through this link or through Apple's website. The game changer is the price of the iPhone. Okay, now the new iPhone should cost around $1,000. Okay, first time that the new version is more expensive. Till now, what we had, by the way, just for you to know, at the beginning of the event, for about 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, usually what Apple are doing, they presenting all the other products, okay, such as music products, cloud products, where they talking about the iPads and so on, and it takes like 1 hour and a half until they get to the iPhones. Now, iPhones, okay, this is the key number. This is the big deal of iPhone, even of Apple. I'm sorry. Even though they're selling other services and products rather than iPhones, iPhones is still 70% out of Apple's income. So it's a big deal, okay? This iPhone thing. And first time that the new version is more expensive. Usually it's always the same price. Okay, this is the first time it's more expensive. We want to see the demand of the market, and of course it might affect strongly the price of the stock. Now, new versions usually have the same price as older ones, as I said. The difference between $750 to $1,000 for an iPhone could generate massive momentum. Okay, till now, The new iPhones they used to cost $750 per iPhone. Right now we're talking about $1,000 per iPhone. We have to see if we're gonna still have the same demand. Now we're talking about just to show you. Okay, if we talk about numbers, let's say quarterly. Let's open a calculator. I want to show you something. Okay, if we talk, let's talk numbers here. Just a second. There you go. So here's the calculator. Okay, if we take $250 more per iPhone, okay, and we're talking about around 10 million iPhones a month, okay, that they sell. So this is 10,100, 1 million, 10 million, okay. We're talking about 2 billion and $0.5 more, which this is okay. In the past year, Apple made $45 billion, another $2.5 billion. It's a lot of money. Okay, we're talking about a lot of money here, and we're gonna see if they're gonna have the same demand to the iPhone, even though the price is gonna be $1,000 and not 750, which is a big deal. The event is also called the trillion event. Okay, the 1 trillion event. Apple is currently traded around $161 per share and has a market value of 830 billion. Okay, Apple sells more than 10 million, as I told you, iPhones every month in average. Now, if you want to look at this, okay, you can go. Okay, let's take a look. I want to show you something on Google Finance. Let's take a look. Let's put down Google. Just a second. Google Finance. Great. And okay, where are you guys? There you are. Okay, let's go Google Finance and look for Apple. Let's write down. You can write any stock, any asset you would like on Google Finance. It's a great site. Okay, Apple. And then you can see here, if we look at Apple, the market cap, okay, how much Apple worth right now is $833 billion. Okay, how do we calculate it? We take the share price, which is around $161 per share, as I told you. Of course, the only thing that affects the price of the share is buyers and sellers. If we have more demand, more people that would like to that buy, actually the Apple stock, the price goes up. If we have more sellers, the price goes down. If we take the price of the stock, multiply by the number of shares, which right now is 5.17 billion. They bought like 150 million back Apple, but anyhow, 5.78 billion shares. We're gonna get to the market cap, okay, how much Apple worth, which is 833 billion. By the way, when they're gonna get to the 1 trillion, okay, the price of the stock should be around $190. Okay, so just for you to know, you can find all these details on Google Finance. Great. Back to the PowerPoint. There you go. So we said Apple is currently traded around 161, as I showed you, a share, and has a market value of around $833 billion. Apple sells more than 10 million iPhones every month in average. So we talked about it. If the price right now is higher for one customer, if we're talking about one iPhone that is going to cost $1,000 and not 750, we're talking about $250 more per iPhone. Multiply by 10 million iPhones in average a month, we're talking about $2.5 billion more monthly income for Apple, which is a lot. The event could generate momentum towards the $1 trillion market cap. In this case, the stock should trade around $190 a share. All right. So right now it's 161. If they're gonna get to the 1 trillion, right now $833 billion market cap. If they're gonna reach the 1 trillion because of this iPhone 8 and so on, we're talking about, because of the higher price, okay, 1,000 versus 750 as we had so far, we're talking about $190 per share. Great. Trading volume on Apple stock should rise this week because of this event that's taking place today. Okay, this is not one of these events that you trade only at the same second. You can take shorter trades, longer trades, and so on. Anyhow, going to be a lot of volume in this week, a lot of money coming in and out. The market is open during the release, of course. The market is open right now. Okay, if you look at the MetaTrader, as you can see, the US market is open for more than 2 hours and 10 minutes. This is Apple. You see 161. This is a daily chart of Apple, which means that each candle that you see here represents one day. Okay, as you can see, the price of Apple in the past, what is it, 2-3 weeks, is going one way. All right, let's take a look at a 1 hour chart. Okay, you can see this is today. Right now, sideways trend. Everybody are waiting for the event. But Apple in general, if we zoom out from the beginning of the year, is on a huge uptrend. You see at the beginning of the year from the prices of 115, 100, $115 per share all the way to 161. Went up by like 50% from the beginning of the year. We're talking about that's a huge thing. If you were holding Apple stocks, you made 50% on your money. Of course, if you use leverage, much more than that. Okay, just to simplify it for you, if you had an account, if I had an account of $10,000, okay, and we at iTrader give you leverage of 20, so you could have traded as if we had $200,000. Okay, divided by the price of at the beginning of the year, let's say $100 per share, you could take 2,000 shares, right? Now the price is 160, around 160, 161, okay? 2,000 shares multiply by 60. So we're talking about, if you we would have had, we would do it $120,000 from the beginning of the year for deposit of 10,000. So price went up by 50%. That's a lot. Okay, great. Back to the PowerPoint. So the market is open right now and is going to be open during the release. I want you to pay attention. As I said at the beginning, 1 hour and a half, Apple are going to talk about the other products, all the other products. They're not going to talk about only about the iPhone. After around 1 hour and a half, they always do it. 2 hours, they're going to talk about the main product, which is 70% out of Apple income. And this is the iPhone, the new iPhone 8. X for the first time that's going to be released. Traders can take advantage of short-term movement during the publication, of course. Longer-term positions could be added after the publication. The main question is, can Apple generate enough demand for the new iPhone, even though it's 25% more expensive? Even though it was 750, right now it's 1,000. This is very interesting. A disappointing publication could generate downside pressure on the stock, of course, in order to have solid trading setups during the event. Okay? Traders need to create support and resistance levels for the stock. As I say every webinar, it doesn't matter what event you trade on, it doesn't matter what stock you trade on, it doesn't matter what asset you trade on. Before the event, always put some support and resistance levels to understand how high or how low the price of the stock might get, okay, to understand your bands, your limits. Other assets could be affected by Apple's movement, of course. The Nasdaq, for example, index could be one of the diversify the trading portfolio. I always suggest not to put all the eggs in one basket and not to trade only on one asset, okay? Apple is a major stock of Nasdaq. Nasdaq, as we know, the index that includes the 100 technology strongest stocks in the United States of America. Apple is one of them. Of course, it's going to affect the Nasdaq, so you can diversify your portfolio and take a few trades, okay? S&P 500, Nasdaq, and so on, Apple and other stocks. Just pay attention to the reaction of the market, and of course, good luck. Question, guys. By the way, we were talking, if you put it hourly, okay, we have a resistance here at around $164.5 per share, okay, and the support will be down here at around 155. All right? Great. Questions, guys. This is the time. Any question you have, you're more than welcome to ask me right now, and I'll try to answer all your questions, of course. Anything you would like me to clarify, to repeat, to show you again, just write me down in the chat window. I'm waiting for your questions. If it was all clear, that's great. You're welcome, guys. Okay. Next week we're gonna talk about something else. Yeah, we're not. Yeah. All right. Any more questions, guys? Okay. So the event will take place in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's gonna start. I would take a look at the assets themselves. Okay, Apple and the indices, and that's about it. Okay. Listen to what they say. Look at the event. Look at the reaction of the market. Of course, some of you will take trades for the shorter term, some of you can take trades for the longer term. Okay, if you're more conservative or more of a risk lover, you know it yourself. And wish you best of luck, guys, and see you here next week on next webinar. Thank you for participating. All right, bye bye.